Face front, true believers. This is Modular Media's No Prize podcast, where we talk about the MCU, Marvel Comics, Marvel Toys, Marvel merch, and so much more, including, but not limited to, the distinguished competition. I am your host, Chris Gaston, and with me, as always, is... That's okay.
Vac here. I am the Vac person. Hi, hello. It's late. I have a shot in my arm. I was just at a cult meeting. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. Well, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
It's been a time. It's been a whole ass week of stuff going on and things happening, and I think we're doing all right.
All right. Well, the kids are all right, at least.
Yeah. And it's a great day to be alive.
You know what? Some days I believe I can fly.
Music references, everybody. That's what this show is about.
Yep. Well, I mean, there was some music references in this week's episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Wait, that fucking scene was the best.
It was so dumb. I loved it.
It's so good how Bucky's just like, I like what I like. And they're like, but other things exist.
And he wasn't even saying, like, it's bad. It was just like, I liked it.
But it's not my thing. Leave me alone. It seems like you liked it. You can't just like Trouble Man. We're just gonna hop all over the place this week, I guess. But
we're talking about Falcon Winter Soldier, the third episode out of 6. I can't remember what is the name of this episode. I can't remember.
Power Broker,
right? So this was a fun one, especially because
it is so fun.
It lays not groundwork. It lays breadcrumbs for the future, but also it just was a neat little self-contained movie of John Wick.
Yeah, it was pretty John Wicky, wasn't it?
Well, it helps when it was directed and written by the dude who made John Wick.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but in this episode, Bucky and Falcon confirm what they were doing last episode, which was, hey, we need to go. So they're in the place where they need to talk to Zemo, and Bucky goes like, hey, you're an Avenger. He's probably not going to respond to that. I'll go in. And Falcon's like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll be out here. And then we get this dope little bit with Zemo doing the thing from Winter Soldier where he reads off the book. Civil War. Where he reads off the book. I mean, it was in Winter Soldier too.
I don't think they used those words in Winter Soldier.
They did use those words in Winter Soldier when they first woke him up.
Okay.
In like a flashback. I'm pretty sure.
I'd have to go back, which I may do at some point.
Yeah.
But not right now.
But it was a nice skeevy scene. I also liked the cell. It's a neat looking cell.
Yeah, it's got kind of a mix of like what is it? Is it the Norwegian that have really nice, almost hotel room level police cells and like the American kind of grimy police cells?
Yeah. Also, bit of Silence of the Lambs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got one of the best segments so far. Bucky and Falcon are talking, and Bucky goes like, we need to break them out. And Falcon's going like, no. And then, hypothetically,
what if, in a possibility, in an alternate universe, in one of many timelines, let's just say, I let Zemo out.
In a very circuitous goddamn plan that only 2 super elite super soldiers can do.
Yeah.
Because, like, Bucky stages a prison riot to cause confusion, and then Zemo basically does everything else by getting out.
He just walks out.
Oh, yeah. And then he comes in, and Falcon goes like, yo, dude, what the fuck? Come on, really?
And the whole time, Zemo's just going like, I think I could be a bit of a help here. I think I might be slightly beneficial. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but guys, come on, you're in a bind.
Also, you kind of are shit, so yeah.
Because I love how Zemo gets this whole sort of like recontextualization here of like, no, I don't disrespect you guys. I just don't like what you stand for.
I don't like the concepts of what you are. Like that's kind of the big thing is like he does not like superpowered people because they can become corruptible icons.
Yeah.
Which sounds like something a guy who would make Citizen V would make a critique of. But we'll get to that in a bit. So they have a lead now because Baron Zemo goes like, all right, cool. I know where we can go. But first we need to get some supplies. So they go to this dope ass underground garage and they go like, okay, who's all these cars? And Zemo just goes like, they're mine. I'm rich, assholes. How do you think I afforded all those plane tickets all around the world to fuck you guys up Civil War?
And it's like, oh.
He gets the purple ski mask.
Gets the dope ass fucking jacket. And the purple shirt. Oh my god, that purple dress shirt.
Oh man. But then they get on a plane and they have some cool banter and back and forth. Zemo's just trying to push all the goddamn buttons.
In like the friendliest way too. It's like it's very Loki-esque, but in a much calmer, less blatantly dickish way.
Again, you can definitely see this guy putting on a superhero persona to muck with the world in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint, subterfuge, crash of lightning. But then we get to one of my, oh my god, they get to this little island nation in Indonesia known as Madripoor. X-Men confirmed.
X-Men confirmed. Low-key, I was checking the background for just like, who's somebody who looks like they could be announced as Wolverine next week.
But we did get Wolverine's bar that he hangs out at Madripoor, the Princess Bar.
Yeah.
Also Smiling Tiger, which is a Marvel character.
Are they? What's up with Smiling Tiger? Tell me.
They're just a villain. They're just a bad guy. They look a little silly. That's about it.
All right.
But they're going in Madripoor. They talk about High Town. They talk about Low Town. Full on X-Men style Madripoor. Bozuzoku fucking motorcycles are like fucking tailing them. It's just like, what the fuck? Why are there Bozuzokus here?
But while that's going on, we also flash over to some subplots. We see what's going on with good old U.S. agents and young Battlestar as they harass the shit out of some people.
Yeah. Oh my god. The facade dropping when he goes, "Do you know who I am?" Mm-hmm. It's just like, oh, you don't even know who you are, buddy.
By the way, since we're in this scene, I should probably just say, yo, everybody listening to this, I want you to do me a little favor and leave Wyatt Russell alone.
Yeah, the internet was a mistake.
It was. Because he's doing a miraculous job with this role, but he is not this character.
No. Fandoms are dumb.
They are. They're a little bit silly.
But they're also at loss for lead, so basically they're in a holding pattern of we'll wait to see what Falcon and Bucky do, and then we'll pounce.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then we go check on the Flag Smashers and the youngest of them, who is also the leader, I think. She has to go. I think it's implied to be her mother who's dying. She has to go sit with her mom as she dies, which is pretty poignant scene.
Yeah, I think she's the same age as everyone else. I just think she looks younger.
She looks like a baby.
She has a baby face. She has a round face. But it also that helps somewhat in trying to make the Flag Smasher sympathetic.
Yeah.
Which I saw a comment of a person going like, why are you trying to make them sympathetic? I don't want them to be sympathetic. I want them to be bad guys. And I'm going to go like, no. Because
do you not understand how this shit works?
Yeah. It's like, no, they are like I would assume people understand that version of storytelling with Black Panther, but or even Civil War. Like the bad guy is a good guy just doing like one bad thing, and that's what the MCU likes to do.
Yeah. It's what most modern storytelling likes to do.
Yeah. Like Thanos believed he was a good guy. He wasn't because he was doing things in a very evil manner. Zemo believes himself to be a good guy in Civil War. And now Zemo goes like, you know what? That was kind of a dick move. Fuck it. I'll revel in it.
Yeah.
Because
this is who I am now.
Because they're in Lowtown. They're trying to get some information all that stuff. So Falcon's dressed up as Smiling Tiger. Zemo is Zemo because he's Zemo.
Mm-hmm.
But Bucky has to go full on old school Winter Soldier as his cover, which gotta fuck with the dude.
Yeah, I was big sympathizing.
But they're in this bar and they're trying to talk to a person. They're trying to talk to a broker, and the bouncers at the bar going like, "Hey, nah, get the fuck out of here, bro." And Zemo just was like, "All right, hey, do your thing," and we just get a full on, "Oh right, Bucky scary."
Mm-hmm.
It was, and here's the thing: it felt like not a 1-to-1 John Wick fight, but it had John Wicky kind of feelings in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know if we did mention it because John Wick, the creator of John Wick, was doing this episode. And I think having this different stylistic choice really helps this episode in the grand scheme of all of them.
Yeah.
But then eventually Bucky kicks enough ass, and the dealer goes like, "Fine, we'll see them, whatever." And then we get the scene where Sam got to silence his phone.
It's pretty great.
Because he's trying so hard, and he's like this close to getting the subterfuge because he's talking to his sister, going like, "Oh, the loan and the money," which, like, you know what? That sounds like rich people criminal shit. You know what? It can vibe. And then the sister goes like, "Oh, talk to you later, Sam." God damn it.
Was that lady they were talking to who ends up getting shot right after that? Is she anyone important?
I don't think she's anyone important, but I think she is inspired by a Marvel character. Hold on.
Because the whole scene, I was just staring at her, going like, "Should I know you? Are you important? Are you a clickbait video waiting to happen?"
Because her name was Seraph, right?
Yeah.
Because that's Seraph in the comics.
Yeah, it looks just like her.
Was the owner of the Princess Bar in Madripoor circa the 1920s on behalf of Romulus. She slept with Wolverine, but who doesn't?
I mean, most people sleep with Wolverine here.
I mean, technically Cyclops has even slept with Wolverine.
What's that sound? Wow. I didn't know I could make that.
That was the sound Cyclops was making.
Oh, no. Yes, I love it. Wolverine's a short guy, but he's still a top no matter what.
No, we're joking, folks. I don't think it's implied that they are sleeping together. They're just in a semi-polyamorous relationship with Emma Frost and Jean Grey. But yeah, no, because it's not necessarily the Princess Bar, which they were in. I think they were in the Screaming Monkey, which is another noted bar in Madripoor.
Interesting.
Yeah, hold on. High Town, Low Town, Brass Monkey Saloon. The Bronze Monkey, I mean, which is where they were. Which also first appeared in Captain America.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It's like a sick reference, bro.
Sick jokes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest episode of this podcast.
Oh, very much so. But the Seraph woman gets assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
And our intrepid our Scooby-Doo gang goes like, "Oh shit, we need to fucking run." And Falcon's in heels, so he can't run easily.
That was hilarious.
Like, genuine, like, that's such a good way of using that trope, but not having a woman in it. It's just like, it works.
And the fact that it's Antony Fabulous saying it too.
But they're running away, and then, oh, hey, look, Sharon Carter. You thought we forgot about her. Technically, we did, because everybody else did.
Poor Sharon.
It is such a good bit of character choice to do that with with her. No,
it's like, also just, it's crazy because, like, until the MCU, she was the more notable of the two Carter ladies.
Yeah, but like before this character development, what was she? What was her character in the MCU?
Lady McPherson.
Yeah, but then this, where essentially after Civil War, she had to go into hiding. Understandable. She broke the law and basically became a fugitive, and she didn't have anywhere to go, so she went to Madripoor. Well, 2 years after Civil War, that's Infinity War. Oh shit, snap, blip. And then everybody came back and kind of moved on with their lives. Sharon didn't get blipped, so she's been on the run for 5 fucking years.
Doesn't Infinity War take place like I want to say like 2 or 3 years after Civil War?
That's what it
So,
said. 7 years. I was more talking about the blip.
mm,
So 7 years she's been on the run, and everybody comes back, and no one's tried to contact her.
oof.
No one's thought, oh hey, we're out of prison. We need to talk to Sharon. We need to see what's up with her. And she's basically like, yeah, nah, y'all forgot me. I've had to make my way. I'm a criminal now. What the fuck am I gonna do?
I also just love that the longer the MCU continues on, the more it makes Steve low-key look like a dick. Because she was his current girlfriend, and he just abandoned her to go fuck her grand aunt.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like they were never officially a couple, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It
Though
was
their kiss was probably the best joke in fucking Civil War.
yeah. But with her there, she goes like, all right, fine, I can fucking help you at least get out of this bad situation. So she takes him to her apartment in Hightown, which I'm glad we got a view of both High and Low Town.
Mm-hmm.
Where basically she's an underground art dealer who trades the real version of paintings while all the fakes are in museums.
Just continuing the disillusionment of Sam.
Yeah, because like that's a giant fucking metaphor for what he was doing with the shield.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all up in the apartment. They're getting a little tipsy, going like, "Hey, we need to get to the we need to figure out who's making the serum, doing all this shit. Sharon, you got to help us." And she goes like, "Fuck no, you abandoned me." And Sam was like, "Well, I can help you get back to America." And she goes like, "I don't like charity." And he goes like, "Fine, we'll help you get back to America." All right then.
That was a bit odd.
It was. I understand what it is. It's trying to cement the character as, oh, she's trying to be independent of all the superhero shit because she was burned. But it just feels like semantics.
It does, doesn't it?
It wasn't bad. It was just like when you sum it up like that, it becomes kind of clunky.
Some way we gotta get Peggy back into the fold, or goddamn it, Sharon back into the fold.
Oh, look what you did, huh?
I'm
Weird.
tired. I'm tired, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything. I'm trying to offload the images I've saved to my phone this week on the Google Drive while talking to you. That's all I'm trying to do.
But then we have a dope little raid and everybody's favorite gif of the episode of Baron Zemo dancing.
I missed that shot while I was watching it. I was looking at another tab, and then I saw the GIF going around, and I was like, "What? When the fuck did this happen?"
In the episode that you should have been paying attention to.
Yeah.
And they eventually get the information. They go down to the docks and they meet the scientist. I can't remember his name, but he was a scientist in the comics, and he was the scientist from Truth, Red, White, and Black. Yep. He basically said, he didn't say Isaiah. He said the CIA had access to a super soldier recipient. They had blood, so I could look at it and extract the serum, which is Isaiah Bradley. Which just goes to show how fucked up Isaiah's situation was.
Yeah.
But he did get blipped, which means that he could continue his research. It got defunded, and then the power broker came and went like, "Hey, you want to just work for me?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." But then Zemo capped his ass because fucking no more super soldiers.
Yeah.
All the while, Sharon Carter's having her own John Wick fight scene outside. Yeah. Now they have some information. They kind of know what's going on. They know how the super soldier serum got there, but now they just need to find the Flag Smashers to deal with all the things.
Yeah, and the Flag Smashers finally cross the line. They steal a bunch of supplies and they blow up a bunch of people they left in the building. And John and Lamar find out about Zemo breaking out of prison, and they're like, well, Sam and Bucky have crossed the line. We got to find them.
Yep. All the while, they're in a new location. I can't remember where it is. Because it wasn't. They showed up in Latvia.
Yeah, they went there to check into stuff, and I forget what.
Yeah. Because I think that's the last they knew of where the Flag Smashers were, I think it was. So they're in Latvia, and Zemo and Falcon are about to go into a building, and Bucky goes like, "Hey guys, I hear plot in the other direction. I'll be with you in 2 seconds." As he picks up a breadcrumb of Okoye beads and runs into the first Dora Milaje we've ever seen in the MCU. She was in Civil War, the first one we ever saw.
Isle.
Yep.
And everybody was going, "Oh, it's Okoye, it's Okoye." I'm like, y'all are wow, all right.
She's second in command of the Dora Milaje. Come on, man. I'm not saying come on, man, to you. I'm saying
come on, man, to Twitter.
Yeah, in general.
Like,
but yeah,
Okoye got trending because people thought that's who it was.
No, it's the second in command. It's Okoye's assistant. It's Okoye's Falcon.
True.
But also she's in black. Like, I think there's a special ops version of the Dora Milaje in one run of the Black Panther comics where they all wore black like that, which might be what they're kind of doing, which is dope. But also, hey, Bucky, we fucking fixed your brain. What the fuck you doing with the murder of our king?
Yep. And that's where we're left off. Yeah. So next episode, she'll probably be our special guest star who joins us on a fun adventure. You think Zemo's going to escape or he's going to get dragged off to Wakanda?
I think Zemo is sticking with the show for like the next 1 or 2 episodes and then be whisked away or escape. I think it's more likely going to escape because simultaneously they are setting up Young Avengers. They're also setting up Dark Avengers / Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Because they are bringing back Abomination.
Do you think we could get Norman Osborn in Spider-Man 3?
Here's the thing. If they do Dark Avengers, I'd much rather it be like Zemo instead of Norman. At least for this bit, and kind of turn Iron Patriot into
just Rhodey's thing.
Just Rhodey's thing, but also like modify it and turn that concept into Citizen V. Like how Zemo was in the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Like, I think that could work. But no, this was a good episode. Also, Zemo mentioned something about how Sokovia has been dissolved and neighboring countries have kind of claimed some of the land. And I've seen people point out, and I think it's leading to it. I think that's a minor breadcrumb to a little country known as Latveria.
That would be wonderful.
That'd be interesting.
Man, could you imagine this fucking Zemo in the same room as an MCU Doctor Doom?
Ooh, that'd be good.
Like, you could do, because the comics have proved that Doom on his own works as a concept. You could do a Doom movie where Zemo is the villain.
That'd be interesting. You know who should play Doom?
Who?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, yeah.
I think that could work really, really well. And considering the other time Mads Mikkelsen was in the MCU, he played a one-off villain in semi-heavy makeup, you can get him back in.
What other villain was he in the MCU?
The bad guy in Doctor Strange.
Oh shit, that's right. Fucking Kylus or Ankilo or some shit like that?
Kylus, I think it was. Let me double check. But yeah, no, this was a solid episode.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a fun little adventure side story type thing. Well, the main plot is on the back burner, but we're investigating into it.
They're investigating into little bits and bobs of the main plot because they just need more information. This is a research episode.
Speaking of which, we got some really solid world building with like that ad for the World Rebuild Council or some shit like that.
The something repatriation council.
Yeah, the Global Repatriation Council. And
I knew one of us would figure it out.
Kind of reminded me of Damage Control in a way.
Yeah, it's not Damage Control because Damage Control was in Homecoming.
Yeah, which I love that. I love that Damage Control just exists in the MCU, but we're not going to make a big deal out of it.
No, if they ever do Damage Control, I'd love for it to be like a Netflix series. That'd be not Netflix, Disney Plus.
Yeah,
and just do just go full Dwayne McDuffie on it. Because Dwayne McDuffie created Damage Control.
Dwayne McDuffie was a good lad who died far too soon.
Yeah, especially because they were like, weren't they trying to do like Milestone, like revive it a little bit before he died?
Yeah, Yeah.
Caecilius. That was Mad's name. That was
That's
Mad's
the
character.
fucking dumbest name ever. I love it.
Yep. But what do you think's gonna happen next episode? What's the vibe you're seeing?
I'm seeing Io like getting up in Zemo's face and almost killing him and then pulling her back and her going with them on the adventure for a little bit until eventually in the chaos of them trying to confront the Flag Smashers and then John Walker ambushing them, Zemo escapes and Io chases him off into some other project.
I can see that. I definitely feel like because we're in the third episode, there's 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway through.
And we've seen most of the stuff from the trailers. That's important.
We've seen most of the stuff in the trailers, except the moment when Zemo visits the Sokovian Memorial.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Also, thanks to Toy Leaks, we know that Sam is supposed to get the Falcon cap suit by the end of this show.
Yeah, I think at most we're going to get it episode 5, so we get the big blow off fight episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense to do that. Yeah, realistically, that's kind of it for this episode. There was a bunch of cool little Easter eggs in Madripoor, but
nothing super cool and deep to dive into like there was last week with Isaiah.
Yeah, because Isaiah also has like really cool comic book history and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And a whole bunch of implications for the universe.
Yeah. But I'm glad Madripoor exists because that's just basically a minor acknowledgement. Yes, we're gonna eventually do X-Men. Don't worry.
It's coming. It's coming.
Just like because like Fantastic Four makes sense to make bigger announcements because the last one was like there's only 3 Fantastic Four movies. 4 if you want to consider the unreleased one.
There's only one Fantastic Four movie, and it was never released.
All right. Whatever.
I'm just saying.
You'll pry Trickless thing away from my fingers.
Tim Story, more like Tim Bory, am I right?
God damn you. But yeah. So that was kind of Falcon Winter Soldier. That's all we got to really say about that, I think. Did you read any comics?
I did it. I finally did it. I finally finished the nightmare that is Hell on Earth.
Oh yeah. How do you like it? How do you like the Supergirl stuff?
See, the joke is that that's a sound you make when no, we're not going to say that because this is a kids channel. Fuck. Yeah, it was. I don't know, man. I can't. I've kind of said everything I have to say on it. It's just the ending is about what you'd expect. You know, Supergirl and Superboy are having a big old fight, and then Wonder Woman comes to help Superboy, and she finds out what Hell's been doing, and she's like, "Fuck, guess I'm the one that's got to stop Hell now." And so she goes into space where Superman and Hell are fighting, and there's a big fucking MacGuffin spaceship thing. The stuff that I didn't realize until these last couple issues, the plot of this event is basically the same plot as fucking Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. There's a big old MacGuffin thing that this ancient member of the alien race, that we only just learned about wants to use our sun to do something bad. That's the plot of this. He has a big old MacGuffin spaceship and he's like, I'm gonna destroy Earth's sun so I can go back in time and save Krypton. And they're like, that'll fucking kill all the humans. And he's like, but it won't matter because when I go back in time and change the timeline so Krypton is fine and you two never get shot off into space, this whole timeline will be like a bad dream. It's like, dude, that's not how the multiverse works in DC. These people will still exist and they'll still die.
Yeah, that's not how the multiverse works in any comic.
Yeah. And
what's up, Days of Future Past?
So Kara flies into space and stabs him with a big old shard of kryptonite. Accidentally gives herself kryptonite poisoning too. That's a massive thing she has to deal with for like the next 2.5 trades of her book, actually. And it's basically treated like Superman having cancer in All-Star. and they launch Hell's body off into space and destroy his ship. And then there's a big, oh, maybe he's still alive on this alien planet, and reveal thing. It's really stupid, and I hate it, and I'm glad they never followed up on it.
So did you wash the taste of that out with Hawks and Pock, with Dawn of X, I mean?
I didn't have time to. I
Okay.
finished it, and then I had to go somewhere, because I've kind of had to reshuffle things. Like, I can't be spontaneous anymore. There's so much shit sets for specific days that's out of my control. I'm like, okay, this day is for comics, this day is for tokusatsu, this day is for random shit on Disney Plus, because that's a thing. I got Disney Plus this week. It's okay. And then
it has Gargoyles and the Mighty Ducks cartoon.
Yeah, and the Big Hero 6 show. I want to watch that. And frickin' I started rewatching all of Star Wars. Phantom Menace is better than most people think it is, but good God, it's too fast. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my point was I had to go somewhere tonight right as I was finishing Hell on Earth, and then I got back and I was like, I want to take a shower and a short nap before I get on and do this podcast. And now I'm all kinds of fucked up because I had also just we went to dinner after the thing we had to go to, and I drank 2 tequila sunrises.
Oof.
Yeah, so my entire brain is like really, really weird right now.
Well, anything else comic-wise before I start talking about Donny Cates again?
I opened Transformers Kingdom Cheetor. He's a pretty cool toy. Cheetor's in a Transformers comic right now because they're doing a new Beast Wars comic. I haven't read it. I don't give a shit. I don't like Beast Wars fiction, but these new Beast Wars toys are pretty legit. All right, bye.
So I've got caught up to King in Black.
Hey.
Okay, real quick. This is a spoiler podcast. It's in the video. You see it all the time. Real quick, if you don't want to be spoiled about King in Black, just leave. Go. I know you don't care back. Or if you do care, I don't give a shit. They Donny Cates explained and gave a satisfactory explanation for goddamn Captain Universe.
But why does the King in Black look like the Fiend?
Because he's a spoopy dark boy.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Exactly. Okay, so do you know what Captain Universe is?
I feel like you told me once recently, but I can't remember.
Okay, so Captain Universe is a entity much like the Phoenix Force. It will scour the universe to find a host in need of its ability for a limited amount of time. Okay. The one you probably recognize the most is the version where they are Spider-Man. Yeah, there was a couple issues where they were Spider-Man. This isn't the exact one, but it's a version of that. You've seen it with the spider mouth.
Oh yeah, I think they made a Marvel Legends of that recently.
Yep. So here's the thing: no one knew where it came from. No one knew what it was, and it would never give it an answer because it was just going like, "Yo, motherfucker, we need to solve this problem. Fight it. I'm giving you power. Go fight it." So it never gave anybody a chance to ask it a question. Donny Cates gave the best fucking answer because Null is the god of darkness. Like, he did not create darkness. Darkness is an inherent thing. But what is darkness without light, right? So back in the day, there had to have been another person opposite of Null, fighting against Null, you know?
Yeah.
Who would be this god of light? Well, Null and this god of light fought, and this being lost because they spread their power too far. They gave it to too many people, so it collected itself and put it into one force and gave it to one person at a time to be the most powerful thing in the universe. They created the first symbiote.
Oh shit.
Captain Universe is technically a symbiote created by this god of light to fight Null the god of darkness. Oh my god.
Damn.
And guess who's the new Captain Universe? Broken Dad Boy, Eddie Brock.
Hey.
Also, Flash Thompson got reincarnated into a dragon.
All right, he should go hang out with Susan.
Because ultimately, because they explained that the hive mind of all the Clintar, all the symbiotes, kind of retains data of important hosts. So the data of Flash Thompson is in the symbiote internet thing, and Eddie Brock finally gets a moment of going like, "Hey, you were really cool. I kind of suck." And Flash goes like, "Yeah, no, that's bullshit. You've been trying to save your boy. You've been trying to save the world. You've been you've been going at it, and that makes you a hero. So I'm gonna go distract Null. You're gonna go save the day." And it's just like, that's a really nice little button to that whole feeling of inadequacy on Eddie Brock, and it's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really good. But also been reading other Donny Cates stuff. Don't know if we talked about it last time. No, we did. No, I don't remember.
About it off mic.
We talked about it off mic. I've been reading Donny Cates's crossover, which is a big like indie comic thing. But basically, it's dope. It's really good. I don't think I can get into everything right now. But Madman's in it, and I really enjoy Madman. That's about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Was there any big Marvel toy news? I don't think so.
We got the reveal of Marvel Legends Webman, which is coming as an exclusive retro release to online retailers, and yeah, we got the reveal of what the Marvel Legends MCU John Walker looks like.
Yeah. Nice. But I think that's about it, really.
Oh, hey, Modocs are starting to get in hands.
Ooh, that's good.
It looks very good in person. I did not pre-order one, so probably won't have one for a while.
Yeah, no. I don't have the money to buy toys.
Poor child.
Yeah. But I think that wraps it up for the No Prize podcast. So, V-Man, tell the people where they can find your shit.
Hey everybody, I'm the Vacuuminator. I make videos here and on my own channel. You can check me out also with Boingo on the MMWP Modular Media Wrestling Podcast. That records live every Thursday night, so go check that out if you like wrestling. And if you like Tokusatsu, the wonderful world of Japanese live-action superhero special effects, go check out This Week in Toku or Twit with myself and Buster, which comes out on Tuesdays. I had to remember. And I also make my own solo content, reviewing toys and doing analysis of various media I like. You can find that at youtube.com/user/thevacuuminator, spelled THEVACUUMINATOR. Just don't expect anything super recent because I'm on hiatus at the moment. But where I'm not on hiatus is my Twitter. You can follow me at the Vacuuminator, and my Instagram, where I post action figure photography, which is at _Vacuuminator.
Hells yeah. So hey, howdy, I'm Chris Boingo Gaston. I make video, essay, and editorial style content on my YouTube channel, Boingo Writer. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Boingo_Writer, and join my Discord server. A link to that is in the description. And this is a production of Modular Media. Like always, comment, subscribe, do all the things. But at the end of all this, Vac, any final Marvel thoughts?
I love Alien!
All right.